A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome back to my channel. This is Shivam Shukla and here I am to solve a problem on projection of lines. It's a type 1 problem, that is assuming the complete line to be in first quadrant. Okay. A line AB 70 mm long is inclined at an angle 30 degree to HP and 45 degrees to VP. Its endpoint A is 10 mm above the HP and 20 mm in front of the VP. Draw the projections of the line AB. Assume the complete line to be in first quadrant. Let us just see how we are supposed to write down the given data of this problem. Okay. So here it is. Line AB which is 70 mm long. So what is the length? So this is the true length of the line which is given. So I will be writing true length of line AB is 70 mm. That is nothing but I can say it as A dash B1 dash is equal to AB2 is equal to 7070 mm. Okay. Next point. What about it is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. A dash B1 dash is inclined at 30 degrees to XY. That means we can say theta is equal to 30 degrees. Third, given data is same, the true length is inclined to VP at 45 degree. That means AB2 is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. 45 degrees to VP means to the XY line itself. That is nothing but phi is equal to 4 phi 45 degrees. Now, its endpoint A is 10 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. Friends, above HP and in front of VP means the point is in first quadrant. That is A dash is 10 mm above XY. A is 20 mm below XY. Now to be very specific, if they have told ki assume the complete line to be in first quadrant, that means even the 6th and 7th condition is given to us. I will write it down over here. 6th condition is B dash is also above XY, which is a partial condition. Dimensions are not given. And B is below XY. Let us see how do we draw this problem now. Only with the help of given data, friends, we will be drawing this entire problem. Just see to it now. Now we will be starting with a XY line. We'll be starting with an XY line in the horizontal sense like this. So here it is, which will be parallel to the book's edge, book's horizontal line. So that I'll be drawing it with the help of a medium thick line, XY line, and I'll be showing an arrow over here. I'll be showing an arrow at the other end as well. Okay. So here it is. Now the first two given information that is already known to the student, that is the by projection of points. Point in first quadrant, A dash is 10 mm above XY and A is 20 mm below XY. So here itself I'll be marking these 2 points with the help of the projection line. So it is 10 mm above, 20 mm below, and it will be joined with the help of a faint projection line. It will be joined with the help of the faint projection line from here till here like this. Okay. Now with the help of the projection line itself, I will be making the locuses. Step 1, I located these points A dash and A. Now parallel to the XY line, forgot to mention it, X, Y, I will be making the locuses of A dash and A. So here it is, exactly damn parallel to the XY line. I'll be just moving my roller up. So here it is. Parallel to this will be my XY line like this. That is the locus of A at the bottom. Even over here. So it is like this. I'll be mentioning it as locus of A dash, locus of A dash, and locus of A. Here it is. Now we have utilized these 2 conditions, so I am marking it. Now what do we do? What is the next step? Now to be very specific, the angles as well as the true length is there with us. What we are supposed to do? Can we just directly take the length and plot the true length? No, we need the angles for that. So we will be using theta and phi. How do we use it? Let us just check. How do we use theta and phi? Now, by keeping the protractor over here, I will be using theta as 30 degrees like this. Theta as 30 degrees. I'll be plotting the point. And even on the bottom side, if I say for phi, why did I plot theta up on my right side up? See friends, it's a confusion for most of the students. Sir, ye 30 degree, why you have taken it up? Basically 30 degree is taken as up because we also know that B dash is above XY. So the other point of A dash, which will be B1 dash, has to come up. That is why it is taken as up. And similarly, we will be taking this 45 degrees as down from the point A. So I'll be marking it over here like this. At the bottom I have marked it just for understanding if you all are not able to see. So it is over here 45 degrees. You all can check friends. Yes, it is like this 45 degrees at the bottom. Now since we have got 30 degrees at the top and 45 degrees at the bottom, just check. Now I will be making a line of 70 mm from here. Just check it everyone. And that will be the true length, my dear friends. It will be nothing but the true length. And that true length, I will be joining it with the help of the medium thick line. Just see to it everyone. True length of 70 mm to be joined by medium thick line. So here it is. And with the help of this medium thick line, I'll be joining this true length till 70 mm here. Once I marked it over here, so it will be, this other point will be named as B1 dash. So friends, this is nothing but B1 dash over here. Even on that line of B1 dash parallel to the locuses, I will be plotting a locus again. I'll be plotting a locus again, which will be like this. And that particular locus will be named, as locus of B dash. Locus of B dash. And friends, this is nothing but angle theta that we have taken. Theta is equal to 30 degrees and true length is equal to 70 mm. Okay, now what about the bottom length? Again here it will be a 70 mm cut true length at 45 degrees. I'll be taking this as just a bit up. So from here you can see it clearly from 10 mm. This 45 cut point is already plotted from this 10 mm. Okay, I'll mark it until 70. I will just mark a dot. This point that has come over here is nothing but B2. Again parallel to the XY line, I will be getting up a locus line which is named as named as locus of B. So here it is. I can name it as locus of B. So friends, if you are clear till here, the last point is very important. We have utilized, as of now, we have utilized all 5 information. So friends, actually, when you see the problem, you won't be seeing the true length in front view and top view, because the line is inclined to both the planes, that is HP as well as VP. So just let me mark it. Phi is equal to 45 degrees over here. Now what do we do? If you need to see the actual top view length, so from the top you will be just passing a source of light, so A dash gets projected on A, and B1 dash point, see this is a B1 dash point, it will be straight away projected on the locus of A. B1 dash projected straight away on the locus of A, and that will be parallel or parallel to the A dash A projection line, or it will be perpendicular to the XY line. So friends, here it is. Yes, if I mark it, it will come down straight away over here. And once you are marking it, please don't forget to show the arrow on the particular projection line. Yes, and this other point that I have got it as, I will be naming it as B1, which is called as the plan length. It is also equal to the top view length. Same way, for seeing the front view, you need to project the light from the bottom or from the front. So from here, A will be projected on A dash and B2 will be projected on the locus of A dash, and the point will be named as B2 dash over here. So if you see, I'll be projecting it again like this, and since it is projected, I'll be showing this arrow which has to be shown by everyone. Point is marked. This point is nothing but B2 dash, and this length A dash B2 dash is known as the elevation length, which is also known as the front view length. Friends, what we are supposed to do now, last part, A and B1, taking A and B1 in compass, what we are supposed to do, taking A and B1 in compass, I will be taking the length of AB1 in compass, and I'll be keeping it pivoted at point A, and I will cut the arc on the locus of B. Friends, why did I cut the arc on the locus of B? There is a significance behind that. Please try to understand. This is nothing but, over here I will mark it as B. Why did I cut it? Because the other point B has to come on the locus of B, because it is nothing but the top view length will be coming here, and point B is in first quadrant, so top view of point B has to be below the XY. That is why we have cut on the locus of B. I hope it is clear to you all. Same way, taking A dash B2 dash in compass, same way taking A dash B2 dash, that is the elevation length in compass, and then we will cut the arc on the locus of B dash. So here itself, I will just show this arc. Please don't forget to show the arrows. And here it is. The point is marked as B dash. So point B dash is marked, point B is marked. And let us now join the front view length and top view length by the dark lines. Before that, just to make sure that the diagram is accurate and correct, just make sure that B dash and B are falling in the straight line. So friends, if you see my diagram, the dimensions are correct, the projections taken are correct. So B dash and B, they are coming in the same line. So that is how the diagram is correct now. And now I can join A dash to B dash by means of a thick line. That will be my front view length. A to B, I will be joining it with the help of a thick line, that is AB. So friends, here it is. This is named as the front view length. This is named as the top view length. This was the true length, is equal to 70. This is the top view length. And if we need to show the alpha and beta angles, so this particular angle which is there at the front, this is named as alpha. This particular angle which the top view makes with this is known as beta. Projections, the distance between the projections, the horizontal distance between the projections A and A dash and B dash is known as distance between end projectors, that is DBEP. So we are done with this. Okay, just the last part to show is nothing but the dimension which is left out. So here it is, like this, and the dimension 10 mm above and 20 mm below, that we are supposed to show it. So here it is. Okay, 10 mm, 20 mm. The angles we have shown, the true lengths we have shown, top view length we have shown, everything is there. So friends, this is how the problem gets completed. The marks distribution, if you see, it's a 9-mark problem in the university paper. The lines, how it will be. So this will be a medium thick line. This will be medium thick line. These whatever the projections I have taken or locuses I have drawn, those would be faint lines. So I will be showing projections of or locuses, faint lines. What about the true length? It will be again a thick line. Comparatively to this medium thick line, it will be a thick line, continuous thick line, and this is the thickest line. So thickest line, front view length or top view length. Okay, how the marks are going to get divided for this problem? Just let us see for the marks. Line work means I have spoken about the lines, how the different types of lines are there. It will be giving you 5 marks. For this particular dimensioning, 1 mark, and then correctness of the problem, assuming that the problem that you have started is correct or wrong, will give you remaining 3 marks. So this is the way how the marks are going to get distributed. Please do like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you for watching this video.